Good morning. Happy Christmas to all. This is Paramita Chakraborty myself, and today from Married Splitting channel. Today my discussion topic is biology, respiration and breathing. All activities like biological processes like growth, movement, metabolism, etc. consume energy. All activities. Suppose my growth is growth is occurs. That is also the process, and that process energy needed. It comes from the oxidation of food we eat. So this energy, whatever we have required for every moment, every metabolic activities, that energy from where comes? It comes from the oxidation of food. Means food means glucose. C6H12O6 plus 6O2, that is carbon dioxide, water, and energy has been produced. That energy is from energy we get this for our maintaining our activity. The main source of energy is the food. Food is the main source of energy. Okay. ইফ উই সি দ্যাট আমরা দেখবো যে এই যে খাবারগুলো আমরা খাচ্ছি, যদি একদিন যদি কোনো উপবাস থাকে ফাস্টিং, তাহলে আমরা দেখবো শরীরটা কেমন একটা উইক হয়েছে, মানে এনার্জিটা পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, কারণ আমরা ফুডটা নেইনি, সেই জন্য এনার্জি পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না। দ্য মলিকুলস অফ ফুড হোল্ড এনার্জি ইন দেয়ার কেমিক্যাল বন্ডস। দ্য মলিকুল অফ ফুড, এই যে ফুডের মধ্যে যে বিভিন্ন রকম মলিকুলসগুলো আছে, সেটা কি করছে? Take energy, hold energy, take energy and hold also ধরে রাখে এনার্জিটাকে। ওকে, in their chemical bonds. Molecules holds energy in their chemical bonds. Very important point it is. This bond energy is released by oxidation of food in cells. এবার এই যে মলিকুলসটা যে এই যে এনার্জিটাকে ধরে একটা বন্ড তৈরি করে, কেমিক্যাল বন্ড, সেই বন্ডটার থেকে হাউ উই গেট এনার্জি? দিস বন্ড এনার্জি ইজ রিলিজড বাই দ্য breakdown of glucose in presence of oxygen. Okay, respiration is an oxidizing agent, oxidizing process. Oxidizing, why? Because oxygen is here required for this. That's why it is oxidizing, an energy liberating biochemical process during which complex organic compounds are broken down into simple substances in cells in stepwise manner. Stepwise এটা ভাঙবে সবসময়, the step is must be followed with the release of energy. In animals, the major source of energy is glucose. Is animals, which is the major source of energy? The major source of energy is glucose. Now that is a respiration process. Breathing. What is the breathing? Breathing is the process by which exchange of gases takes place. Respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Which two gases are respiratory gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. We inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. Okay, takes place between the living organism and the surroundings. Organism have special organ, okay, for it, such as lungs in man, gills in fishes, etc. In amoeba, it takes place from its general surface. Now a question arises that what is in unicellular organism, amoeba, how it is takes place? Breathing, it's not any organs, nothing will be there. Yes, it's also breathing process continue by its body surface, general surface. Okay, different organisms use different methods to obtain energy from glucose. Different organisms, different processes there to get energy from glucose. Not all the processes are the same. Okay, some use oxygen, some don't use oxygen. Some use oxygen and energy has been produced and that energy has been utilized, but some don't use the oxygen. Okay, according to this, the types of respirations are aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means in presence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration in absence of oxygen. Lack of oxygen also takes place, the respiration process. Anaerobic respiration, fermentation. Okay, the process in which is glucose is incompletely oxidized into carbon dioxide and an acid or alcohol in the absence of oxygen is called anaerobic oxygen respiration. Sorry, it does not need atmospheric oxygen to release energy. It does not need respiratory, it does not need surrounding oxygen to break down the food and get energy. So it is called the anaerobic. First, what will be its reaction? See, glucose means how many carbon compounds? 6 carbon compound. Glucose, process of glycolysis, pyruvic acid is formed. Pyruvic acid in fermentation mean in absence of oxygen, ethyl alcohol is produced plus energy has been produced. Clear? Uh, Next, fermentation or intermolecular respiration means description. Okay, yeast cells. Process of fermentation done by yeast cells. It is also a kind of anaerobic respiration, fermentation. First I have discussed anaerobic respiration. এখন আমি আসছি fermentation এ. It is also a kind of anaerobic respiration. It takes place in microorganisms like bacteria, yeast. Okay. It also takes place in muscle cells of human being. Human being muscle cells also take place. For example, skeletal muscle in our legs, skeletal muscle is there. During exercise, need more oxygen, but during less supply of lack of oxygen, they respire anaerobically and produce lactic acid and energy. Now question arises, how if our body needs more energy and we did not get energy, then how it is makeup takes place of oxygen. Okay, this makeup is takes place by the producing of lactic acid. The accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle fatigue or cramp. অনেক সময় আমরা দেখছি এক্সারসাইজ করতে করতে হতো 100 কিলোমিটার 200 কিলোমিটার দৌড়াচ্ছি, এক্সারসাইজ করতে করতে কি হচ্ছে আমাদের পায়ে প্রচণ্ড ব্যথা, হাঁটতে পারছি না, চলতে পারছি না। দ্যাট ইজ দ্য রিজন ইজ অ্যাকুমুলেশন অফ ল্যাকটিক অ্যাসিড, accumulation of lactic acid, muscles in the muscles, fatigue or cramp. Lactic acid that accumulates in muscles can be subsequently broken down or reconverted into carbohydrate when oxygen is available. এই lactic acid টা আবার কি হচ্ছে reconverted into carbohydrate when oxygen is available. So what is means equation? First glucose 6 carbon, pyruvic acid or pyruvate, lactic acid, okay, plus energy. So this is the fermentation process. First anaerobic respiration I have discussed. In anaerobic respiration we are seeing this, the product is ethyl alcohol and end product energy. Now fermentation process, that is lactic acid and energy. Okay, and this is found in yeast cells. So this is anaerobic. And aerobic respiration, what? The process in which glucose is completely oxidized. Aerobic difference. Anaerobic, the glucose is incompletely oxidized, and here aerobic, the completely oxidized into carbon dioxide, water and energy in presence of oxygen, okay, is called aerobic respiration. In most animals and plants, respiration involves the molecular oxygen for release of energy and carbon dioxide. So what will be the equation? Glucose, pyruvic acid breakdown in presence of mitochondria, in presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Okay, so this is at the today. So what is the discussion topics of today? Today discussion topics is first breathing and respiration process. Then we are discussing the types of respiration, in presence of oxygen, aerobic respiration in absence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration. Fermentation process also we have discussed. We have also discussed about the lactic acids. That's all for today.